Keep it close, all right?
I got it.
Let a guy be chivalrous, why don't you?
Oh, trying on the romantic hero persona now.
I can be romantic.
Well, that has never been your problem.
Thank you for this.
Well, if you're ever gonna get tenure, you have to play the game. I know you hate it, but this little shindig is important to Dean.
No, I mean this. Us.
Kirin.
Thank you for giving us another chance.
Whoa. Slow down, cowboy. I haven't said that we're trying again.
But you haven't said we're not.
A day at a time.
Which is more than I deserve.
That's all you're gonna get.
And you're a big person for giving me that much, and I mean that.
I'm serious, Kirin. I'm not playing our games anymore. I know that I have to love the man that you are, and not the man that I think that you're capable of being.
But you do.
Love you? Yes. And that says way more about me than it does about you, but I just don't know that I can be with you anymore.
You've been saying that for 14 years.
I'm not the same woman I was 14 years ago. I've grown.
I haven't?
That question is rhetorical, isn't it?
Ouch.
Look, I'm not blaming. God knows there's plenty of blame for me, too. I accept who you are now, Kirin. And I accept that I love that self-centered, toxic man-child.
Showering me with compliments works every time.
I also accept that you may not be able to give me what I want. That you probably can't give me what I want. And if that's the case, then it's time for me to move on. I mean, we're not kids anymore, Kirin. It is way past time for us to decide whether we're really doing this or not.
It'll be different this time, okay? Promise. I love you, Claire.
I know you mean it when you say it.
What?
Let's see if we can get through tonight.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm fine glad it the year's over. Sabbatical.
Hello, doctor hasn't had a hard-on since the Bush administration. Tell me again where you're presenting your paper on Heidegger's painful rectal itch theory next.
Kirin!
What? Everybody knows the teaching assistant wrote it.
Adulting is hard. That's why I'm here. You know, these are the people who will decide whether you get tenure or not.
Thank you.
Thank you. So be nice. Don't act superior.
But I am superior to every single person in this room, present company accepted.
And don't get drunk. In fact, how about we just don't drink at all tonight?
Cruel and inhumane.
I'm counting. I will give you 2. 3, and if you're acting right, maybe 4, but that's it. Got it? You know, there are some people here that you like.
You're at it again, huh? You two back together.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
I'm just here to make sure he doesn't shit on the dean's rug.
Can't continue on his own, can he?
You can see there's more to it than that.
We're talking, that's all.
When we're not otherwise occupied.
Can't help sticking your hand in that fire.
I've been clear about expectations.
Is that what we're calling it? Expectations?
I'm known for exceeding expectations.
Hey, listen, Carlos is the newest member of the tenure committee. You know him, right?
Yeah, in passing.
Claire, I read your paper on how to grow the economy using green energy sources. It's brilliant.
Thank you. How's evolutionary biology?
Progressing very slowly. Dr. Reyes? Dr. Holster?
Dr. Halser's some stuffy fucker. It's Kirin, please.
This is my sister Maria.
Younger sister,
And what do you do, Maria?
a nurse, San Diego.
Oh, what brings you to Nashville?
Took some time off to see my big brother. No attachments in California, so.
Really?
He's as predictable as the sun rising in the east, isn't he?
I don't take it personally anymore. It's in his DNA.
That's what separates us from the lower animals. We can rise above our programming.
Tell that to our pretty primate over here.
These ladies think I'm incapable of love in anything except a physical sense.
Imagine that.
And self-love.
That's not entirely accurate. You can love very deeply. I know
you.
that. Being loved by you is like drinking from a fire hydrant. It is overwhelming and unfocused. It goes everywhere.
You know,
Don't be juvenile.
I'm a contemporary Whitman. I'm vast. I contain multitudes. Why should we limit the human heart? We're all capable of loving who knows how many people. One love doesn't diminish another in any way. They're all just different. Different people, different circumstances, different worlds.
There's the male point of view.
Not strictly male.
So, which of these exquisite creatures are you with, Kirin?
I am a chaperone.
And are you two,
Not today.
We have been, on and off for 14 years. It's, complicated.
You know, when I first came to the university, I thought that you and him were
Oh, we were.
That was during one of our many breaks.
It was very passionate, torrid, really.
We weren't serious. Just single and horny.
It got ugly. She was obsessed, restraining orders, the whole 9 yards.
If only he were half as funny as he thinks he is.
He seems to be quite the handful.
You know, many women have said that.
If you only knew.
I just want to thank you again for everything last semester, Dr. Halster.
Oh, it was my pleasure. You were a fine TA.
Kayla. I was Kirin's, Dr. Halster's teaching assistant last semester.
Do tell. Dr. Walker, economics.
She's my, companion.
Friend. Been friends for years.
Dr. Reyes, political science.
Hi. If I'm following, you've been involved with all of these women.
It has been a long and winding road for us.
To be fair, we haven't always exactly been exclusive.
But now you want to be.
Well, we're not getting any younger. And I've grown.
As he?
Your sister is very perceptive.
He's not as rare a man as he thinks.
I think it's time for me to get another drink.
If you ask me, I think the world would be a much better place if we were a lot less uptight about sex and relationships. Love is messy, sure, but we create the mess with all the rules and the amendments and, bullshit we pile on top of it.
Exactly. And what's wrong with, innocent flirtations and stolen glances?
Just natural.
what about when it goes beyond that?
Consenting adults, everyone is honest about it. I don't see the problem.
Well, that's just the crux of it, though, isn't it? What happens when you're not on the same page about expectations?
Or we don't even express them.
You only live once, win or lose, no do-overs. Tell people what you want and hold them to it.
I like her.
It's only fair, we're all adults, aren't we?
If one person can't give you what you want, someone else will. Their choice, their loss.
Preach.
Life is meant to be lived. I mean, it's over before we know it. Pass up too many opportunities and you die empty and cold.
It's all within us since the moment of conception. The need to procreate, the desire to bond. Even our death is programmed into our DNA, into the very thing that makes us alive.
Everything comes with a sell-by date. The only thing that endures, the only thing that never expires is that spark. That overwhelming need to connect. That aching between two people to know each other. To lay it all bare and have someone see us. Really fucking see us for who we are. That scared little boy who will never quite fully understand what sadistic fucker dropped him into a life that's more often than not filled with pain, confusion, and disappointment. But every now and then, And I mean, every once in a blue moon, he looks into the eyes of a woman and sees a soul that sees him, me, no one else. He knows no one will ever see him that way again, can ever see him that way again. And then it's gone. And I'll look for it. I'll hunger for it. Till that day when they finally put me underground because none of this was worth anything more than a fistful of dirt that someone drops on my grave before she gets a cup of coffee on her way home from more Netflix. Those moments, those looks, are the only thing that makes any of this worth the fucking effort.
He's quite a show, isn't he?
But is it worth the price of admission?
Why don't we go get that drink?
I won't decide for you.
I'll do as I'm told, I promise.
I can't make you see it, Kirin. God knows I've tried. To the bar, my friend?
To the bar. Excuse us.
Of course.
So?
So,